Yo, what's up guys? I thought it would be fun to do another short betting video, just how to make money sports betting, calculating profit, showing an example. So we'll start here, okay? Here's an arbitrage opportunity. You get 2.51% risk-free return. So not bad. So what we can do is check this out. Taro Daniel, and again, you never know when the best betting opportunities are going to come. You never know, right? These happen at random times in the day. You have to be checking OddsJam constantly, hitting refresh. So if we put something in here, again, depending on your bankroll, you bet $50 on the Fanduel side. You make $6.52. Maybe your bankroll is a little bigger. You bet $100. Maybe you're limited. You can bet less. But what we're going to show is just how you can make money. So what we're going to do is go to tennis on Fanduel, and we can go to upcoming, and we can see this is Taro Daniel over 12.5 second set games. Random market. Maybe you don't want to bet it, whatever it is. And we can see Taro Daniel. I'm just going to search it here, and we'll go here. We'll click here, and then we want to look for where is this bet. So we see set 2 total games. What was the market? Over 12.5 plus 420. So over 12.5 plus 420. I'm limited. I made too much money off them. It's only going to let me bet $14.90, but it'll kind of prove a point with you. I'm as limited as they come on most of these books. 14.9. I'll make $1 profit. I need to bet 60.64 on DraftKings. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go to tennis, US Open men, and then sets, I believe, total games listed set. And then I want to find Taro Daniel, and then I want to do under 12.5, well, under 12.5 for the second set, minus 360. So you can see first set is different than second set. First set has under 12.5 minus 500, which makes more sense to me, but whatever, under 12.5. And the calculator tells me I want to bet like 60.64. You know, maybe you want to round your numbers, whatever it is. It's a weird bet size, but I don't really care. It will take the bet. So I just made a risk-free 194 in profit. So I'll add that here. Risk-free profit 194, Taro Daniel arb. Okay, that's one. And then you can just kind of go through and do more of them if you want. Of course, I couldn't bet as much. You'll be able to bet more unless you're maximum limited on Fanduel too. We can see this Jack Sock guy, whoever that is also an arb. So again, making these small returns on a daily basis and really watching your returns compound and compound. It's easy. You just check the site, see if there's any new opportunities. If there are, then you bet them, right? Like, so we'll place one more arb, and then we can kind of move on from arb. So Jack Sock, easy. Total game props, no, I think it was under set markets. So I want to go to set 2 total games, plus 470. Let's see how much they give me. 26.6, not bad. So 26.6 I'm getting on this. 26.6, and then on DraftKings, I want to place 121.3, and I get 372. So Jack Sock, under 12.5, minus 400 odds. I want to bet 121.3. It is what it is. 121.3. Okay. So I placed that arb. I just made a risk-free 372. Not bad. You know, Jack Sock. Thank you, sir. So Jack Sock, and we're at 566 in profit. 2 bets, didn't take that long, didn't need much of a bankroll anyways. These are pretty good. And 2.45% risk-free payout. So you may be wondering, how can I make, like, how does this risk-free money thing even happen? You can go through the math, right? Total stake is always going to be equal to 147.90, and your payout is always going to be greater than your stake. So what an arbitrage calculator does is it literally just shows you how you can keep your profit exactly the same regardless of the outcome. Obviously, the second set, it's going to have over 12.5 games, 13, 14, whatever, or it's going to have under 12.5, right? So you can see that You can go through the math kind of yourself. What's 26.6 times 4.7? You'll see your payout is this. You can go through a payout of betting 121.30 here, and you'll see that in both cases, one bet will win, one bet will lose, but your profit won't change. You'll have the same amount of risk-free profit right here, 372. So I've made 566, right? If you want to learn more about this, we have some other videos. We have some blog posts about what arbitrage is. It's not necessarily even the most profitable form of sports betting, but it's pretty clear at illustrating a point. So if I wanted to keep making $4, $4, $4, whatever, I could kind of go down this list and I could bet them all, right? And that could easily bring me to $20 profit, over $20 profit. Like, there's just so many. But what we can also do is place some positive expected value bets, okay? You can see there's just a lot of opportunity, like a lot of opportunity right now. I don't know what it is about Saturdays, but there's a lot of opportunity. And most people watching this probably aren't limited on all their sportsbooks, so you can probably bet more money than me if you care to. But what we'll do is we'll go to the positive EV page. So we've talked about this in other videos. The two sharpest sportsbooks in the world are Pinnacle Sportsbook and BookMaker Sportsbook. So you always want to make sure, it doesn't matter if you can bet on them or not. It doesn't matter. You always want to make sure you're getting better odds than Pinnacle and BookMaker are offering. So I'll give you an example here, right? Like if we go to baseball, very briefly, and I click on this game, we can see that BookMaker's giving you plus 170 odds on the Tigers, Pinnacle plus 174. Why would you ever bet plus 155 on BetMGM? It doesn't make any sense, right? Like, the odds are so much worse. You're betting 100 to win 170, 100 to win 174. Why would you ever place a bet at betting 100 to win 155? That's why line shopping is so critical, why you need multiple sportsbook accounts, because all these sportsbooks, they try to set their lines independently to be unique, and you never know when a good betting opportunity is going to occur, right? So, like, we can go back to this positive EV page. Maybe we can find something interesting. Some of these I've already bet, but what you can see here is BookMaker Sportsbook. They're only giving you plus 235 odds on under 2.5 rounds. Fanduel's giving you plus 280, right? It's not an arb to anything, but there's clearly some value there because the sharpest book in the world, right, or the second sharpest, however you want to consider it, BookMaker is only giving you plus 235. Fanduel's giving you plus 280, right? So there's clearly some value on the plus 280, so maybe we want to bet that. So what we can do is go to this, whatever MMA match, Aldrich. Find the fight quickly. Again, good lines. They're not going to last forever. JJ Aldrich versus Vanessa. So I guess this is females fighting, right? And you can go to round props, alt round betting, under 2.5 plus 280. So we'll see how much it gives me. It gives me 44.65. So I'll place that bet, 44.65. You can put that here. 44.65, and we can kind of see how this works out. So we'll get our expected value of this bet, and this is Aldrich under 2.5 plus 280. Okay, so the EV of this bet is 7.56%, right? Like the return of a stock market, but we get it in a few hours whenever this game is. It's at 8:10, so it's like 5 p.m. We're getting a return on capital of 7.56% in a very small amount of time. That's pretty incredible. And then you place a large sample of bets on these positive expected value bets, and ultimately the math works itself out. You will make money, right? You may not win this specific bet. This bet, obviously, it's plus 280 odds. It doesn't even have to win more than 1 out of 3.8 times to be mathematically profitable. So most likely we'll lose this bet. But in the long run, placing bets like this one add up to be large sums of money. So we can see the EV percentage. We can get our profit right here. And we can see our current profit, $5 or, almost $6 of this is completely risk-free. But we also have $3.38 now in expected profit, in expected value, because we're getting such higher odds on Fanduel plus 280 than what BookMaker's giving you, only plus 235. It takes money to make money in sports betting. If you're not risking capital, you're going to be very, very constrained very quickly because it's just how it is, right? Like arbitrage opportunities don't always occur. You won't always move quick enough to get them down, and you really need to be able to risk capital if you want to make money sports betting. So what most of our users do is they just kind of go through this plus EV page and they'll look for good betting spots that, you know, they want to bet on, right? You always want to make sure you're getting better odds than Pinnacle and BookMaker Sportsbook, right? So that's what this plus EV page shows you, is it shows you all bets that are mathematically profitable to Pinnacle and BookMaker Sportsbook, the two sharpest sportsbooks in the world. That's what our plus, wow. So here we see Yankees minus 1.5, insane. Tomorrow is plus 135 odds. So if we pull up DraftKings, let's try to get there quick. This one is not going to be around a long time, right? So if we scroll up, we can go to MLB. Let's try to get this bet off. Come on, baby. So MLB, we have Yankees. Let's go. Come on, come on. Yankees. Okay, so you'll get there quick. Yankees minus 1.5 plus 135 tomorrow. So I'll place $1,500 on that. So it's going to review my bet. Hopefully they take it. Why not? Yankees minus 1.5 plus 135 odds. I'm trying to bet 1,500. Let's see if they give it to me. That value's insane, right? Like the sharpest sportsbook in the world, Pinnacle, is only giving you plus 110 odds. DraftKings is giving you plus 135. It's a direct arb to Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world. That's just an insane amount of EV here, right? That plus 135. The value is just so high. So, you know, we place that bet. Let's see. Did it take it? They'll take a sec sometimes. So let's see if they take it. And hopefully they take it. Oh, bet rejected. So it's not letting me bet that much. So, oh, come on. So it just moved down to plus 110 odds. That is what sucks about being limited on these sports books. When you're sharp, when you actually make money off them, that's exactly what they do. They literally just took my bet that I was trying to place at plus 135 odds. This is incredible. They took my bet that I was trying to place at plus 135 odds, and then they just keep moving it down. They've moved it down to plus 105 odds, right? Like, I'm not going to bet on it plus 105 odds because that bet sucks, and I was trying to bet it plus 135, and they move it down to plus 105 odds. So that's what's hard about being limited, but it's part of the game. Sports betting is kind of like day trading. We already made $9 today in expected profit so far, and I'm limited on every book. And, like, you know, if I would have bet that smaller, they would have taken it, I bet. But it kind of just is the game. So that's how our users, again, use OddsJam. You're looking at the plus EV page. You're looking at the ARB page. These odds are constantly moving around, and you're looking for good new opportunities of good bets you can place. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, you can, of course, feel free to reach out. Here's another one maybe, right? Like Southern Utah plus 11.5 plus 160. Like, that feels pretty good. Oh, here's another one, right? Like Navy Marshall over 45.5 points, minus 113. Pinnacle has it minus 135. You can find tons of plays on this that are mathematically profitable, and then you can decide which plays you want to bet. Obviously, if Pinnacle's tighter, that means you have more confidence that the bet is good. If it's like a direct arb to Pinnacle, those are things to look for. But aside from that,